Hi all, my name is Surbi Pillai and today I'm here to talk to you about my favorite subject, English. I bet some of you all will say the same too. So instead of getting into the why to learn English, let me get straight to the point, that is how to learn English. If you would like to write down something, get your pens and papers ready. Now let me ask you a question. Which school did you go to? Was it an English medium school or a regional medium school? Why am I asking you this question? Reason is that if you have gone to an English medium school, you may have been exposed to a lot of English. So when I talk about language here, language learning here, I mainly talk about the spoken part of it. Spoken language is learned only with practice. And if you have been into an English medium school, you may have been exposed to a lot of spoken English. Now, I'll tell you an anecdote from my own life. When I was doing my MA, I could not speak English. I had this fear of being laughed at, of using wrong words, of using wrong grammar, because there was no practice. Like I said, that it requires a lot of practice. So I met my husband, who at that time was my boyfriend, and he is a Tamilian, and he could not speak in Hindi and I could not speak in Tamil. So the language of communication between us was English. Now my language of emotion is Hindi. So every time I become emotional, I need to express myself in Hindi. And we used to have these regular squabbles, which according to him were initiated by me. So whenever we would fight, I would switch on to Hindi and he would not understand anything. And he would repeatedly tell me that if you want to fight with me, go on and speak to me in English. Now, this is how I picked up English. This is how my English developed. But now I cannot tell you guys to choose a spouse who can only speak in English. But what I am trying to tell you is that you will have to create an environment which helps you learn a lot of English, practice a lot of English. Now this is what I'm going to do here, that is tell you how to create an environment which will help you speak better. So how does one do that? The first thing is that you have to understand that in English, what is the most important part? According to me, the most important part of learning English is its pronunciation. Why? Because without grammar, you will understand people. But without pronunciation, there could be completely a different meaning that will come across. I will once again tell you an anecdote, which is a very cliched example that I'll give you, but it happens to almost everybody. And this is something that I found funny, and it's important for me to tell here. Yes, it's related to the word important. So I was invited as a judge in an English medium school, and I went there, and the chief guest was a local politician. Once the competition was over, the politician had to deliver a speech. Now the politician had to speak in English because he had come to an English medium school, and he wanted to praise the principal for having invited him. So this is what he said. He said, "Sir, you are a very important person." Now imagine the condition of the principal. Now in academic institutes, what happens is that students pick up things, and it is very difficult to shake off tags which students give you. And this particular sentence that the local politician had actually meant in a different way turned out that it became a tag for the principal, and even later, till many years, he was called the important principal. So what actually the politician was trying to call him was an important principal, important man, but it turned out differently. So it's a cliched example, but it's a relevant example. So wrong pronunciations can create a havoc. So pronunciations are the first thing that you must learn, and it can only be learned by somebody who knows English, who knows his or her vowel sounds, can teach you English. Now, how do you know that the person you are learning from knows his or her vowel sounds? You don't know. You don't know whether your teacher is using the right pronunciation, because you yourself are not equipped to judge that. So the best way to pick up your pronunciations are from English movies and programs. They are the ones which you will learn the pronunciations from the native speakers, and that is the best way. So the native speakers are the best people to teach you English, and where else will you find the native speakers except in the movies that you watch? Now, if you're in a hurry to learn the pronunciations or become fluent in English, then it becomes important that you watch at least one movie every day, because the more you watch, the better you will become at English, and you'll pick up the pronunciations faster. And if you have ample time, like you're not in a hurry, you're a student and you're just trying to learn the language, then I guess one movie every 3 days is okay. I don't want your parents to come fighting with me. Why are you suggesting movie watching to our students, to our children? So this is how you should go. So if you're in a hurry, I repeat, watch one movie every day. An English movie gets over in around 90 minutes, so it's pretty okay. And if you are not in a hurry, then one movie or you can plan out your own way, whichever way works best for you. But I would recommend that when you begin movie watching for pronunciation learning or fluency building, then it should be with the subtitles. Reason being that you do not know how to pronounce a word. Sometimes what happens is that we think that a particular spelling is pronounced in a different way, though it is in reality it is different. So watch the movies with the subtitles. At least 10 movies should go with the subtitles, and then subsequently you can drop the subtitles if you want to. Even today I watch certain movies with subtitles because I don't understand the accents. So now, which accent should you watch? Should you watch British accent, British pronunciation, or American? You can watch either. Today American English is accepted everywhere, so you could watch one movie which has American English, one movie which has British English. British English is very chaste. I really like British English, but it depends upon you, what is your requirement. So if you're learning it for an interview or for professional needs, I think you should go in for British English, because that will give you chaste English. If you're planning to go to US, then of course it has to be US English. Also, you could also watch a lot of these television serials. There are British comedies which are really good. You can pick up your English from there really well. And you could also watch American television serials. It depends on how you want it to go. A few things will happen when you continuously watch English programs. One is your pronunciations will improve tremendously. Two is you will build your fluency without even speaking a word. When you hear the characters speaking to themselves, you are also building your fluency. Three is you will pick up your vocabulary from there, because you will come across certain new words which you will invariably imbibe without even knowing about it. Four is that without actually learning grammar, you're going to be learning grammar because you are hearing grammar. That's how we learned grammar of our mother tongue. So watch a lot of English movies and programs. In short, watch a lot of English and listen to it. Two is, I know that nowadays I keep hearing people saying that I cannot read, I don't like reading, but you can never ever go wrong with reading. Yes, even to learn pronunciations, because whenever you come across a new word, you would want to know the meaning of the word, and you would also want to know the uchcharan of the word. So automatically, when you want to learn the uchcharan of a word, the pronunciation, you will go back to your computer. So when you type a word in your search engine, you should just say pronunciation of a particular word. So if I want to learn the pronunciation of the word surreptitious, what will I do? I will key in surreptitious in the search engine, and then I will say pronunciation. Automatically, the search engine will take me to some dictionary which will give me the pronunciation of the word. Now, if I click on the pronunciation, it will give me 2-3 different pronunciations. It could be British, it could be American. I could click on both and find out what is the correct pronunciation. It is as simple as that. I used to like a site called howjsay.com, which would give, which even now gives very good, not very good, which gives the correct pronunciations of the words that you want to find out the pronunciation of. So if you look at the links given below, you will also see a link to howjsay.com. So pronunciation, I repeat, is the first thing that you must learn. One method is by watching English movies or English serials. 2 is by reading, and 3 is by practicing your pronunciations. You can master them. And remember, it won't happen overnight. You'll have to continuously do this for a couple of months. So if you are in a hurry, start from now. I'm sure you already know that you need to go for an interview after a month, or you need to sit for a competitive exam and you have to participate in a group discussion or go for an interview once again. So start from today itself so that you have enough time to practice. Thank you. Bye bye.